Hey everyone, it's Alex and Gio from Radd.
Yo!
And we're here today to go over the Bane Maquette from Sideshow Collectibles. This is the exclusive, sculpted by Daniel Bell. We're going to go over it, let you know what we think, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Do it.
Let's do it.
Boom.
Boom. Yo, okay, so like Alex was saying, this is my piece. This is the Sideshow Collectibles Bane Maquette exclusive. Like Alex says as well, it is sculpted by Daniel Bell. I think the edition size is 1,000, if I remember correctly, for the exclusive. I actually impulsed buy this. I had the OG, but I only had the regular. Very nice piece sculpted by Martin Canal. I ended up selling that and buying this one. After seeing the unboxing video, which I thought looked pretty impressive to me.
Offered me that one at a really good price as well.
Should have taken it.
Yeah, I should have, but then moving at the time, I didn't really have the space for it.
Yeah, it's a fucking big box. It's a big box as well.
Oh, I would have taken both of them. So the Bane and the Poison Ivy.
Yes, that's what I did. Yeah. That didn't last long. Poison Ivy. I think Gary got that.
Yeah, Gary snapped that right up. But yeah, so if I weren't moving house, and if also, I mean, I was collecting more kind of DC pieces, I probably would have gone for that.
Yeah, it's not a bad shout.
I actually prefer the original, but we're going to go through this and let you know what we think. So George obviously has added some pieces on here. So
yeah,
there's a few
dabbled.
Shells, patches, so pouches here, Batarang there, and then the belt over his shoulder there.
From the original premium format Batman. Again, thanks to Dan, Dynamic Menace, who sent me this over as well. Like, actually, well, I paid for it because, you know, this is the channel where you actually pay for your shit. But yeah, no, you cannot. Okay. No, absolutely under no circumstances did that go off. Because underneath it, can you see them? Them underneath there, them metal clasps. That's how you end up scratching stuff. So it took me a lot of work to get that in. I had to tuck it all in. I removed one of the pouches only. Huh?
Can I touch it?
Yeah, you can touch it. Why do you want to touch everything that's not yours? You don't touch your stuff.
I want to look at the quality of it. How did you cut it?
Yeah, I have to cut it to get it off.
Fair enough.
You can't get it off otherwise.
I was like, that's a really bad finish. You're like, oh, you've cut that, haven't you?
Yeah, with a fucking pair of scissors. I went, and then I needed to for two reasons. Because I needed the space in the belt, because the belt is so tightly pouched up, wrapped up, that you can't get it down and into the, behind that tight little space in between his forearm and his chest. So I had to cut one of the pouches off, and then you've got the material. So I pushed everything else back, and then I slipped it down, then pulled them all forward again to balance it.
He's done a really good job there, isn't he? That tailor is really nice.
Yeah, it's nice. It's an OG, but it's a really nice. It's a nice. I really like the belt.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very fortunate actually to grab that. Yeah, it doesn't go there.
No, I know, but I didn't
mess with my shit. This is why I don't like you to touch stuff. Yeah. So these Batarangs as well. They're meant to be like quarter scale Batarangs and shotgun shells, but I'm debating whether
1/6.
They look more like 1/6 to me as well. But he's massive. Well, the Batarangs I don't think so. That'd be about the right size. The little ones that he throws, because he throws little ones.
Yeah, I mean, he does ones where he does like a couple at a time.
No, where it's like three in his hand and he goes like in his knuckles and he does that. That's what they look like. That's the right size.
Does it where he does a couple at a time. No, he does three.
Three at a time. Yeah, it's three. 1, 2, and 3. That's right.
I know, we were agreeing.
Oh, couple is 2, dude. Couple is 2. Well, just so you know.
Well, no, but the thing is, yeah. So, but they're really cool. They do add to kind of break up this base, because that's one of the first things is with this from seeing pictures. And from seeing the prototype to production, is, you know, the base is very similar in colour. You do have this kind of the difference there where you got the brake pad and things going on here with the wheel. But it's hidden behind this front part here. And
what's strange about that though, more than anything else, is that sometimes a base can be quite samey when it's all one texture. But what you have here is you have metal, rock, rubber wheel, and they all look the fucking same. Yeah. Which is a really bad, it's a really bad job really, to be honest. I've seen reviews of this where they talk about all this texture and I can't see it. For me, I'm looking at it and I'm like, I would really like these wheels to look more rubbery, to look a little bit more shiny almost in there. You know, they're a little bit strange. They're a bit mud-ridden, which is fine, but they just look like they blend. It looks like it, because they've used the same colour for the mud as they have the rocks here. It all looks too similar.
Well, it's even when you sort of then go from the tyre into the actual boot, it's, you know, okay. You know, it's the same colours.
It's very, very, very similar.
And the funny thing as well is when I was standing over, just behind
Yonder?
when I was standing back there, you can actually see a bit more kind of separation. But again, it's because the light's on it. It is picking up the light in a different way. But when you have it on display...
Yeah, that's why I felt I needed these bullet casings and like some red bullet like shot. That's why I picked shotgun shells, because it's just colour, gold, and you know it's got that shine to catch the light. It's the same with the batarangs. I didn't pick black. I picked gold so that the light can hit a little bit, can break this up a touch. Because my God, it's the same with inside of the wheel as well. You know, it's got a whole thing in there, but it just looks exactly the same as this kind of stuff. It's quite disappointing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The only difference is that part there is the difference in the base.
Yeah.
That's the biggest difference on the base in colour, but it's hidden.
But when you think about it, you've got a rock here, rubber tyre, and a metal inside frame of the wheel arch. And what wheel arch? Not wheel arch. Hubcap.
Rim. Yeah.
Hubcap?
Yeah. No, not hubcap. Rim.
You would know what a rim is. Hey? Rimming? No, rim. It's a rim. Yeah, so I think there should be a lot more variation there in terms of colours, so that you really do feel that this is rubber, that's steel, this is rock. You just don't get that.
Even if you work up, I mean, the sculpt on the boot looks fantastic. The laces look great. I actually touched them to see whether they were laces, and they're done really well.
Yeah,
but even then, when you get into the trousers, or his manotard, or whatever you want to call it, leotard thing.
Manotard?
Yeah,
Nice.
You want to call it whatever. Even when you then go onto the element there, which again should be a part that breaks up the colour, is the blood here. I mean, it is still so dull that it doesn't. There should probably be a bit more emphasis on this blood and a bit more gloss to it to kind of add something to it, you know. And I think that could have been something that, you know,
what's funny about it is they've done the elbows and the knuckles exceptionally well. So it's just not there.
We're working up to that.
Yeah, so it's a funny thing, because I would expect the skin parts to be more difficult to achieve, but they've managed to smash that. It looks a bit messy on the knees, I think. But again, it's better than nothing. It's better that it's there. It's got the paint on it. You've got a little bit of texture variation here. The colours are a little bit too close. It is shiny, but I would really like these a bit more shiny, these boots, so that they really break up that. That would have been my way.
I mean, like you're saying about the trousers and the boots are too similar. It's tactical, you know.
Yeah, but there is a material difference between here and here, and the colour's too close. Yeah. So this shines a little bit, but I would have liked a bit more of a shiny boot, like a proper DM shiny Dr. Martin job
the
boot.
boot should be one, and then where the tongue is, and it's got that kind of texturing there, that should probably match then the trousers.
Yeah, so this all looks great down the front there, and the laces, love that. I would have just had these a bit more shiny to separate from there, and I definitely would have done a bit of shading in kind of the creases. There's a lot of beautiful sculpt in there of his quad. So you know, you can see his lateralis there. It's massive, and it's like goes all the way up into. You've got all these lovely creases in the inside of his groin that are not highlighted, which you lose a little bit because of the lack of
Especially
paint.
you saw like here where there is actually a slash in his trouser there, but it's painted black, and then a tiny bit of red there.
Yeah.
But there's like a load of that should be red.
Yeah.
So like if you look there,
I'm with
black.
you.
It's been painted over.
Yeah.
And that's one of the problems when they do paint over the sculpt like that, is like just little things like that. They would, a little bit of gloss, a little bit of red, just a little break in it, you know.
Yeah, it would help.
You go up to the belt.
Belt's lovely.
Belt's done really, really well, and then it's got this red element here, which if you actually shine a black light on that, I don't know whether this, you've got the like, epilepsy mode. I don't know whether this will come out, but it does really glow really well. The belt here, the eyes and the actual tubes, they glow really, really well with that. So if you have a display and you have a black light in there, if you do, I don't know many people.
Yeah, so when you turn it, you've got all this
anyway.
Fantastic work here. You can sort of see they all sort of glow up. There's loads of bubbles in there. I mean, if you had like a big black light sort of like shining down on it or shining up at it, it would look amazing, to be honest.
And then you got the
really, that's one of my favourite parts actually on this. Is much better job than the OG.
Sorry, do these glow?
Maybe. I haven't checked actually. Let's have a look.
No.
Not really. No, it doesn't look it to me.
But then you got the delivery device on the back, which obviously gives out his venom.
Yeah.
And this is really cool. But one of the things I did really, really like from the original is I liked around the actual part that goes on the back of his neck and top of his spine, and it was kind of like aggravated.
Yeah,
and I really liked that. That's not as much on here.
It's cleaner.
Well, you kind of see a little bit, but that was one of my favourite parts of it. The way that
the purple around the skin, aggravated by the
I did really like that.
I mean, this is a lot more. This is a lot more like Chuck Dixon, sort of OG original Bane from what is it? Where is it?
Vengeance of Bane.
Yes, first appearance, and I do have that. I was just wondering what year.
It must be like 93 or something.
I would have said something. It's in its early 90s. It's more that type.
94.
94. Nice, Michael. Well done. So it's around about that sort of style. This is the reason, really, that I jumped on this. I mean, you know, you've got that sort of.
Again, there's another one where that's just missed. You know, where they just painted black over a sculpt.
Yeah, there's a little bit of red in there, but it's red over the black, you know.
But as you say, I mean, when you then go into the skin and you've got all the veins, all the different colours you know, within the flesh and the layers to it.
Nice
and
veins.
then you've got the kind of grazes on his elbows and his knuckles. Hands are done really, really well. All the veins going up his forearms, and he's got like scratches across there. They've done really, really well. Really well. I mean, the other one's got more of that like bodybuilder steroid orange purity.
Yes.
This one,
a bit of a smoother physique.
but not as much. Not as
a little
much.
bit of a smoother physique. The thing I really like about this as well is they managed to capture a little bit of the elegance to the original Bane's physique. Before it's like a big hulking statue.
Yeah.
This actually has this one is a little bit more like it's a little bit more like a Colossus. You know how Colossus, you've got to get his body right.
Yeah.
Like the X-Men Colossus again is a big guy, but he's an athletic. He's got long legs, he's got long limbs, and it's a very aesthetically pleasing physique. The OG has a bit more of a hulking sort of style where the proportions are off and muscle parts look much bigger than other parts. This has got a lovely V-taper going on with his lats. He's, fantastic wide back. He's got, you can see serratus, his obliques, his abdomen, his abdominal muscles and everything else. His shoulders, triceps and shoulder size compared to biceps. All very, very aesthetically pleasing, which is actually one of Daniel Bell's strongest assets. He can do very, very well a balance of a physique.
You can see like clutching here, but you can see where they've joined it there. that kind of sculpt line there.
Well, actually, it's a little bit more to do with the anatomy of your back. To be fair, that's actually there. No, it's not. That's actually there. What that is getting into your sort of your supraspinatus, your infraspinatus, your teres minor, all your rotator cuff muscle groups. That's how aesthetically they will look. You'll have this like bulge that comes just off your rear delt. If you have a really developed back, that's what it looks like.
I don't.
Yes, it does look like that.
I say I don't have one.
No, you don't have one. But that's what they do look like. And I think it was more, I really did like the nod to the original sort of concept, the original art, but also just the balance of the physique was really impressive to me. And it just screamed sort of the Bane that I sort of grew up reading about. I do like the new 52 version, but I really, really prefer this one. And Mike agrees with me. Alex is... That's the exclusive that's on there, which is the classic portrait.
Which one? Why? Which one you saying you like better?
I like this one that's on there better, but that's nice too. That's a modern portrait.
Yeah, I like the modern.
Yeah, so if you put the modern, stop it, and I'll.
No, we got to take all the four things out, and
it's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, take it. It's fine.
Let me just.
Because they're all magnetised anyway, so you do.
Oh,
yeah, they're all magnetised. They go in. They just.
I guess the this version that's on there now, you do have that kind of the big eyes, which kind of like have more break into it.
It's more. I think it's closer to the sort of concept. I really love the belt over the shoulder as well.
Yeah.
I really think the way he's got his hand sort of in here, it looks like he's sort of like flung it over his shoulder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cracking his knuckles, like job done, Merc Batman. So, yeah.
I've got to go with this one actually.
Yeah, a lot of people like it. It's a surprise actually when you put it on. So when you put it on, you just sort of take out these top ones. And the second one, so you don't have to touch anything else.
Oh, okay. That was
like that, and then you just, the first one was a lot more complicated.
Yeah, well, so I've dealt with tubes on other things, and then I've just been like, yeah, we're not doing that. So, that's nice detail as well with the zip.
Yeah, it's got the zip on the back.
Really cool detail with the zip going down the back of there.
You see, look, this is very simple. It's done. There you are.
Very risky doing that though.
But
very risky like that.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, it was packed very well, and there's no. You just got to be careful putting it on and taking it off. Really, really careful. But yeah, you can see now, you've got this sort of the regular portrait on there. And again, Eyes glow up just the same. So they do the job too. Why is it going straight to that? That's annoying. You've done that, you have. So they jump up. But obviously, because of the not very big eyes, they don't glow as well as the others. But yeah, I mean, there's something in that. It's really nice. The modern looks quite nice. I might leave that on for a little while, actually. Might put it back on.
What would you do then? I mean, if you were going to get this repainted, would you just send the base? Or
no, probably not. No, if I was to do, I'm not going to repaint this because I feel like I've managed to dodge a bit of a bullet here by putting by putting the shotguns and the other bits. It breaks it up enough that your eye starts to wander around the base and find the little nuggets that they've of detail that they've given you, like the disc, the brake pads, and the wheel and all that.
You could probably find some more good pieces because they do have the barrel court scale hot toy, don't they?
Yeah, exactly.
So you could probably find some bits for that.
Like it's hard to get them on here, believe it or not, as well, because it's very smooth. The rocks and stuff is quite hard. You can sort of, I'm sitting the gun sort of in cracks and things like that. The bullets in cracks and things. It's hard though.
Well, you've done well there.
Thank you.
That one's the best one.
Thank you.
Where you got it under the tyre.
Yeah, but it looks like it's pierced the thing.
Yeah. So. All right.
But yeah, I mean, you understand what I'm getting at. So, you know, nice little ads. You know, people should think like this as well when their own pieces. Just, I mean, add some bits and pieces that you can sort of get hold of. You know, this is it's a nice little it tells the story, because I mean, this is meant to be telling the story, right?
Sure.
Bane's like basically destroyed the Batmobile and probably killed Batman or snapped his back, which he did. You know, his claim to fame is that
that's what
he
you
crippled the Bat. That's what you want.
Do you want a cow? Do you want like a smash?
I would like a broken cow. Yeah, I really would.
Yeah,
it's hard to find though.
That'd be nice.
It's hard to find.
Where would you put it? That's the thing.
Probably stick it on the top of that. That's what I'd do. I'd just like hang it on top of it. Busted cow. That'd be perfect.
All right.
Well,
yeah. We'll do the usual then, guys. You know, like, comment, subscribe, share. Let us know if you've got the piece in your collection and what you display it with.
Does it topple the OG? Does it fall short?
OG or this version? Which one? Premium format or Maquette? Which one do you think is the better of the two of the Sideshow visits?
Bell versus Canal. Who is the champ? Anyway, much love, man. Peace.
Versus champion. Yes. Hey everyone, it's Joe and Alex from Radd, and we are here today to look over the new Bane Maquette. Well, it's not new anymore, is it?
Newish. Last year. Last year.
I meant new because they were new, but then the other one weren't a Maquette, so it's premium format, so it's irrelevant. So let's go back to the beginning, rewind that a little bit, and start again.
Yeah, I mean, you've just got all the time in the world, so fuck it. Why not? What's the matter?
Yeah, especially when we talk about not having time.